Jane. I have never seen a DPS stun damage oriented Nicole.
Ooh.
If you're interested in an account review, join the Discord. !Discord. Or click the link in the description. Oh, wait. I have never seen this. What? Literally 0? Not even 1, it's just straight up 0? Well, that's a first. I would say that is the blankest account state I have ever seen. S plus management. You literally perfectly used all of your resources. And yeah, that is the classic amount of Denny's. Please farm Denny's. You are not free to play, but you are also not a heavy spender. You are a very low spender. Free to play plus. That's a good you don't have Bernice. Okay, that is very unfortunate. F tier account. You don't have a Dialin. You might want to get Dialin. Otherwise, most of these skips are reasonable. You are missing any electric DPS, I suppose. To be fair, all of them are kinda meh. Let's have a quick look at your Deadly Assault before we continue here. You had 9 stars. That works. That is good. You are 26k, 21k with Lycon. And here you're at 20k. Okay. Let's do a quick butcher run to see how your units are built. So that is the wrong buff, first of all. Okay, it's not the wrong buff, but the other one is slightly better. Depends a bit on your build, I guess. Build a little bit up. That does look like AM. Okay, 30k. We are fine with that. Now let's actually have a quick look at your units. We already saw a little bit, right? That's 350, 26. You do have signature here. AM, attack, AP. That is okay. That looks fine. 28. You have... I don't want to say too much attack, because that is not how this works. But you can probably consider a slightly different build if you want to. You could run ER. Oh, you already... No, never mind. You could run ER slot 6. You could also run a 2-piece ER instead. That is another possibility. Your Lucia is currently engineless, but she probably uses Weeping Cradle then, in which case that is okay. Roll better substats. Oh, that's not too bad. I mean, it would be nice if it would be this one, but well, you cannot always choose. 18425. Your attack is really low. I would highly recommend you to use an attack main stat instead. Okay, you need to roll better attack subs. Like, I understand that this is a lot of AP, which is good, but keep in mind that Weeping Gemini gives you already 184 AP. So, comparatively, those 36 don't matter as much. And if you can get an attack main stat with, like, I don't know, like this, it might be better. Simply because your attack should be at around 3000. Aim for a 3k-ish attack, right? You can do that simply because, well, it's a attack main stat just as her signature is. You are 32182, that is okay. You have a little bit too much attack. What if you switch this? You're better off doing this, I think. Oh, that's level 0. Okay. Do this instead, right? That's a pretty good user. 3k attack, you have 221, that is very nice, and you run Bashful Demon. Never mind that. Okay, please run Kaboom instead. Bashful Demon is not very good on Yuzua. Weeping Cradle is fine, you can run Kaboom, both of these are okay. That is okay, it doesn't matter Oh, okay. Yeah, we are gonna talk about your skill levels in a bit. Let's first go through your builds. 6302. You are 20 plus 10 is 30 plus 12 is 42. You are overcapping on crit rate by 5%. You want less crit rate. What you are gonna do for your Manato, in case you want to play him, right? Fire damage, D5. You can go HP percent, second choice, but you do have a fire damage bonus here, right? So just level this one. Do not use attack percent. Attack percent is very not good. You also want max 58% CR in stat screen with R3 sig. So that is what you can aim for here. Y is G. 50, 200, 3, 2. That is okay. Attack, crit them. Oh, it's double attack 3, 2. It is still okay. Roll better substats, unfortunately. Not much more to say here. Your crit rate is too low. Oh my god. That is beautiful disc. Beautiful disc, and it should be in use. And I can also already tell you who we are gonna use that on. So, let's get you a little bit less crit rate. That is much better for your YSG. That is much better for your YSG. Crit damage does not matter all too much. Your crit rate is just perfect now, and you got like 600 more attack. The reason why... Okay, to be fair, you play with Lycon currently, which you probably don't want to do. But, before, you have been missing 15% crit rate, which is quite a bit, even if your crit damage is higher. So, you are now at least guaranteed to crit. You are overcapping by 1 crit rate roll. So, you do want to lower that in the future. -1 CR sub. Ideally, crit damage in D4, right? Your Yugo is... 75, was it 12%? Okay, you might be missing crits, which is not great. You have 10% crit rate, 2 less. Your attack and your crit damage is pretty low. Okay, we just forget Yugo exists. This guy is not gonna do anything. 348 with Weeping, that is okay. That is a pretty good piece here. That has no AM whatsoever, though. Okay, you definitely want to roll for an AM6, right? Freedom or Chaos Jazz AM6. Honestly, yeah, no, it's fine. With AP attack subs. The thing is, right now, you have literally 0, which means whatever you get is gonna be better. It doesn't really matter. Even if you would roll 5 times into flat defense, it would be better than whatever you have right now. Jane. Do I need to pull it up? Do I need to pull it up? I need to pull it up. The 10 Commandments. You shall not use Rainforest Gourmet. The Bible tells you to. Even if you are not a believer, if you are not Christian, if you don't care about the Bible. The Bible only tells you good things, right? You shall not murder. You shall not steal, and most importantly, you shall not use Rainforest Gourmet. Now that we have that established, just use anything of these instead. So, let's switch that. That looks much better. Cool. So, that we, okay, me BB time. That is an attack me BB. Okay. You are running crit rate, you do run Weeping Gemini currently. Ice damage, that is a really nice ice damage piece. It's M0. Do you have an AM piece? You do have an AM piece. So, if we use AM here, your attack is now low. So, you're currently at 68. Let's switch to Astral Voice. The thing is that this piece is really good. Oh, you have an attack. Ooh. Yes. We use that one from your Lucy. And here we are gonna use whatever your Panda has. And surely you have a Branch and Blade piece here that is not a bad. You have a Branch and Blade here that is not bad. Yes, you do. Great. So we are gonna steal whatever your Manato has. Freak your Manato. And instead we are gonna use this one here. 6,434. Okay. 3,400 attack with AM and only 1 attack main stat. Okay, to be fair, you do have that currently, right? So we would like some more crit rate. Oh, we can use that one. 6.5, M0. Well, we need a lot more crit rate, actually. That will be really hard getting even more crit rate. I don't think it is worth switching to this for 1 more crit rate roll while losing 2 crit damage and 1 attack roll. Let's quickly test if this build is better or worse than the previous one. It's slightly better than the previous build. Not much. Probably approximately about the same. You really want some more crit rate, but at least you now have a W engine that is usable. Miyabi. Lots more crit rate. Miyabi on standard banner? Imagine. Hell would break loose. Miyabi delegated to the same level as Nekomata. Yeah. That would make you even more happy to lose your 50-50 to Nekomata instead of Miyabi. I can't wait. Sokaku. 2-7, that is okay. You do run Weeping, you don't want to run Weeping. Sokaku. Any ER Vengeance, you're free to play, never mind. Maybe I shouldn't write down Game Ball. But Game Ball would be really good for you. Specifically because you are struggling currently with crit rate on your Miyabi. So getting 20% on top of this is very nice. You know, 88% would be max. So that would be very good. Then you also can invest a little bit more into crit damage. Otherwise, you do run AM. I actually don't know if Phaethons or ER is better. I think they're about even. Probably. I'm actually not too sure. I don't play Sokaku. Oh yeah, 57. That makes sense because we took that away from her. Your Yijuan is now holding this, which, okay, you don't have. Do you have any crit rate main stats that are not in use? Oh, you have no money. Right. Your substats on your trigger are really good. The only thing is, I think this piece is kind of wasted on your Yijuan. On your trigger. And it's much better on any DPS carry of yours. Trigger, Woodpecker, or King of the Summit, or honestly anything. Astral Voice, Hormone Punk, whatever. CRD4, right? I mean, you are aware, it's just that we took it away and gave it to a better character. That is not a dead unit. You are running COTS. You definitely want to run Hellfire Gears instead, or Steam Oven, so let's do that. Impact Ice Damage bonus crit rate, that is okay. You do it to the 50%, that is fine. Your Nekomata is... we ignore that. I have never seen a DPS stun damage oriented Nicole. It's a choice. Not a good one, but it's a choice. Unless you really like DPS Nicole and you find success, or at least have fun playing that, which I also wouldn't know how that is possible, but anyway, please use a 4-piece Moonlight instead. Otherwise it doesn't really matter. You do run AM, again, same thing as before, right? D6 ER is better. Okay, I will not judge, right? I play the most awkward shit. I'm not gonna judge for off-meta. Honestly, maybe we try that as well. Shining Adia Nicole. Can Shining Adia Nicole 20k? Maybe we do that. You actually have a Grace build. You would be using... you could be taking whatever your Nangong Yu has, but maybe you just take the ER instead. That's a really good piece though. Do you have... okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Okay, you know what? Your Grace is dead. All of your skills, level them. All of them. All of your units, level your skills. If you need to know what skill levels to level to, 12. All the important skills. If you want to know which skill is important, look at a damage distribution chart. You will find that for every single unit in all of my guides. Right before the skill priority. So that is something you can look at. I'm not gonna go through all of your units and tell you for every single unit to level your skills. I do that every stream. Every account review, in fact. So, also, I do want to iterate, right, the 10 commandments. You shall not use Rainforest Gourmet. Actually, that is so important, we need to pin this, so that I can find it easier for the next time that somebody has that. Let's have a look at your dismantling, because you specifically asked, right, to check your unleveled and partial leveled discs to see if there is anything worth investing to, or to dismantle. There are a few ways of how you can do this. And whether or not something is worth dismantling or not will largely depend also a little bit on you and how much you care about future possibilities, right? So for example, I saw some D5 a defense piece. Yeah, this one, right? If there ever comes a defense scaler that wants anomaly mastery and crit rate somewhere in the future, if that were to happen, that would be a really good piece to have, right? However, as of right now, it is garbage. It is banned. Okay, don't use Phaethon's Melody on Ben. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. That being said, I personally would dismantle it. I personally don't save my discs for a possibility in the future for something that is highly unlikely. A defense scaler that wants anomaly mastery and crit rate. And attack. And AP possibly. That is not gonna happen for the next 2 years. Probably. So I personally would dismantle that. Okay, if you want it to be dismantled, I'm just gonna mark it as trash, right? You can dismantle it yourself. Ether damage bonus with crit damage, defense, and HP. It's on an anomaly set, so most of the time you really just want attack percent, which you have like 1 roll on here, and anomaly proficiency, which you have 0 on. It is already level 15, and it rolled into everything that you don't want, so away with that. Anomaly proficiency with some flat attack and crit damage, it's not great, and I personally would dismantle it. But depending on your account state, you might want to keep it because it's better than not having a right main stat, right? It at least has 1.5 attack rolls. This is an attack main stat with a lot of... Well, it's a D2, of course, that is an attack main stat. But like the rolls are not great. I would dismantle it. This personally, I would keep. But that is mainly because I keep a lot of garbage. So, you know, delete. That piece is honestly not that great either. Delete. No anomaly proficiency, right? And that piece has no attack percent and also not a lot of AP rolls, so delete. Okay. I will be real, I would keep this. There is always a chance that there comes an Aftershock agent in the future. Just any Aftershock agent that is an AP scaler. And if that happens, there's a good chance that this might be a great 2-piece for them. The rolls here are fantastic, right? If there comes an AP Aftershock character, which is, yeah, like Yuzua basically, except that it's not support but actually deals damage. And it doesn't require a 2-piece Phaethons. But if that happens, this is gonna be great. This thing is gonna be good, I would keep that, that is fine, that is also okay-ish, let's keep that. That is a good Miyabi piece, that one I personally would probably not keep, but makes sense for you. That is arguably not... Okay, that one... I would keep it because you're missing kind of a few main stats. Okay, we can delete that one for now, that's okay. That one we definitely delete. Even if there is an HP scaler, no rolls and crit damage or whatever is not really gonna help you. Here as well, attack main stat, but with HP rolls is not gonna happen. We don't have dual scalers, and if we get dual scalers, they are probably gonna be awful. Alright, I'm gonna send this over to you. That is your feedback. I don't really have much more to say. I think your account is on a pretty fine state.